Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to the channel. I definitely see one new name there. I do. Allie, I think I missed you. Where did I just see you? When I was putting the names up, I think I might have missed you. Oh no, I don't. Yeah, now that I'm reading it. My memory. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you guys for the well wishes. I'm still having quite a bit of pain. I always have pain. I always have chronic pain. Every day. But typically the biggest issue for me with my chronic pain is my lower back. But I do have issues with 3 discs in my back, lower, midway, and upper. So for me, the biggest one, when I have an issue with it, is the upper, because that's your neck, right? And you don't want to mess around with that. And you'll notice I'm just kind of moving tenderly today. But it's decreased some, but it's still there pretty bad. So it is what it is. That's just how life is. But for me, when I know I go into a it's critical. It's so bad that it's critical. I have to do nothing. So I have to put everything away. I really can't even use my cell phone, because to me it's like trying to hold a brick in my hand. I have to put everything away, and I have to rest. So that's what I did. And I seen all your messages. I know there's some emails there too. I know they're there, but I literally just have to put the phone away and, commit to restraining from the phone. And I wrap myself in the nice warm blanket that I have. And then I do some exercises that keep me relaxed, because if anybody that deals with pain, it's a cycle, because pain causes you to tension up, and tension causes pain. So in order to help yourself to come out of that cycle, you need to keep your body relaxed. So when I have a horrible pain spell like that, that's what my focus then becomes. So it's a lot of deep breathing, warmth, and programs like Little House on the Prairie and cheesy Hallmark movies that just help you to stay relaxed. Nice, warm, hot soup. It all does the trick. But thank you so much for your, your nice messages and everything that you were sending me. I really do appreciate it. I saw them all there. I just honestly, I couldn't go through them. But if I was, my son was calling me or had to look at my phone for, things like that, I know they're there, and I appreciate that, and I thank you very much, and lots of love to you guys. And it's coming along. It takes a long time for it to come back around, but I would say I'm halfway there of coming out of that critical, horrible pain that I end up going in. And anybody that's been here for a while, you guys know about it. I was always upfront that there might be a time where I have to go away and take a rest and come back if I go into that really horrible pain spell. And that's just what I have to do. Let's start up at the top. Thanks everyone for being here. I so appreciate you all being here. We're going to start up at the top. I'll put a little bit of music on. And we'll start with saying hello, since it's been so long that you guys have seen me and I've seen you. So hi, Mary. Thanks for being here. It's always a pleasure having you here. And I think the last time I was on a live, you joined me, and I really appreciate that. I was not feeling well that night at all. So if you found me a little off, that's why. My concentration, because that's the other thing. When I have pain like that, I can't think straight. It just knocks your concentration right out of the water. You can't stay focused, and my memory issues are much worse. Wanad, thank you for being here. Love having you here. Thank you. And Wanad's using the emojis that you receive with the membership. And I can't exactly see what they are on my computer, but I can tell she's using them because there's different types of symbols up there. Marie Antoinette, thank you for being here. And I love that name. Marie Antoinette. Allie, hi. Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. And I know what did it. My joke is that it's high impact baby play, like high impact aerobics. My big high impact activity is when the baby's here, doing any kind of play with him and thinking back and going, okay, well, what was it? What did it? I was playing peekaboo with him, and I'm not supposed to lift my hands. I can honestly only lift them up to, I'm not even supposed to really. I shouldn't scratch the back of my head based on my restrictions. But I was playing with him and playing peekaboo and pulling the blanket up over my head and his head, and, and then once he giggles and laughs and gets a kick out of it, then you keep doing it. And I'm pretty sure that's what really kicked it into gear. Hi, Charlie. Thanks for being here. Hi, Damien. I don't think I've seen you here before. If I have, I apologize. And thank you for being here. Nice to see you. Dragonfly, hi. Nice to see you as always. Thank you for giving me warm wishes. Crystal, hi. Mary. Dragonfly, hello. Yep, truth and justice, right? It's all anyone's looking for is truth and justice. And to bring Jack and Lily home, right? Either way. Donna, hello. Nice to see you. And Mary. Henry, hello. Henry. Al. I still laugh at the fact that we had been calling him, we had been saying AI Henry for the longest time. Nobody clued in that it was A-L-L Henry. Yeah. Al, thank you for being here. Always a pleasure. Rena, hello. I'm here just making supper, listening. Be back in chat soon. Yep, no rush. Take your time. Nice to see you. 7 months missing. Yeah, poor little ones, eh? Boy. I mean, it's hard to believe it's closer now to being heading towards a year, right? Than it being a half a year now. So, such a shame. Yeah. And I would much rather deal with the lower back pain that I deal with than when that upper back issue that I have. That goes right into your neck, down my shoulder, my whole arm, and my whole chest wall. And it's hard to do anything with your upper body. Like, it takes away my crocheting, cooking, any kind of cleaning. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So I require a lot of assistance when this happens. Yeah. Darlene, hi. Thanks for being here. Gasp, girl. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. Novah, do you take hemp seed oil? It really helps. No, I don't do any thing like that. I've tried a lot of stuff, like, believe me, a lot, because I've never ever wanted to resort to taking any kind of painkillers. And I've tried everything, and well, I didn't try that, but everything else, and nothing ever worked. A lot of nerve issues going on there too. And so, no, I haven't. I do have a very mild painkiller prescription, Tramacet, but I only use it when I end up going into a crisis, like this, when I go into a pain crisis. It's not something I want to use all the time. It says to take 2 4 times a day, but I could never do that. Never. Like, I just couldn't. Like, I'd be a zombie. I'd have no life. So I tolerate more pain than I probably have to. And then only use it when I go into a really bad crisis, like I went into. Yeah. Wolfie, thank you for being here. Nice to see you. Bobby Joe, thanks for being here. Betty Knight, thank you. Thank you, Wolfie. It's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, I know all about chronic pain, back pain, knee pain, combined with scoliosis. Yeah, it sucks, that's for sure. It sucks. I know all about it. Broke 2 bones in my back in separate car accidents a few years ago. Fun times. I wish you well. Thank you. Hello, Angelina. Thanks for coming back. Nice to always have you here. Hi, Root Strength. Thanks for being here. Well, I'm very happy to see you. Well, thank you for saying that. My son threw his diaper back shortly. Oh. I also suffer with chronic pain. Not very nice. No. And yeah, I suffered with it for a very long time until it was treated. I pushed myself probably well beyond my means. I know that battle well. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun when they do that, isn't it? Henry or Al, sorry, I'm gonna keep calling you Henry now. Back, went to get a glass of cow. Yeah. Hi, Shy. Thanks for being here. Seawood, hi. Hi, Nova. Great to see you. Finally got alive. Yeah. We'll see what we can get into today here. When odds when the pain isn't with you, you tend to forget. I know. I know. Yeah. Oh, we got something. We got a cat's meow in the house. Mary. Thank you, Mary. Nova. Lisa, thanks for coverage of Lily and Jack. Well, my pleasure. We want to keep this case alive, that's for sure. Yeah. That is a definite. Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. So appreciative. So appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So sweet. Yeah. Hi, Liz. Thanks for being here. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Roseanne, hi Nova, hope and lucky number 7. Helps justice for Jack and Lily. Oh, I hope so. I hope so. It'd be so nice if something happened. Something, anything. Once you cross over into opiates, you never go back. Well, and that's the thing. That's the thing, right? I do not want to go there. I really don't. Tremacet has such a small amount of medication in it. Like, as a nurse, it was never even kept locked on the carts now. Maybe it is now. I've been out of it for a while, but it's, yeah. My sister has rheumatoid arthritis and can't function without her monthly shot. I can imagine, and I bet you she knows when the time's, coming around that shot is due. I bet you she knows. As it's getting close. Nova, at least you figure out what to do for your pain. Exactly. It took me a long time, like when I first was put off work. First I, of course, still wasn't even ready to admit there was anything wrong. Plus, other stuff had happened. It wasn't just this. Like, I have multiple health issues. So there was other stuff that had happened, too, with this that had already existed. This had already existed, but I was still pushing myself through getting through work and stuff. And then everything just came crashing down. When you have multiple illnesses at once, eventually it's just going to make you crash, and that's what happened while I was at work. That wasn't good. So yeah. And then you have to kind of get past that point of, admitting that you've got a whole new body. I call it my new body, my new brain. And then you figure out the new way of how to deal with it. That's just how it is. A lot of familiar names here. We have an army trying to find Jack and Lily. Exactly. You'll notice most, it's a community, I call it. Because it is. It's a community. So you have myself, you have Charmaine. You have Charmaine from, oh my gosh, I have that written in my book and I don't have my book with me. You have Sunny from It's a Crime and Shame. You have Daphne's Case Files. Now Shenanigans, who is been on Daphne's quite a bit, and a mod for her just started her channel. Tea Time with Shenanigans. And you have Justin, Clutch Them Pearls. You have, God, did I miss anybody? There's a few of us anyways. And it's a community. Yeah. And you'll pretty much see, the same people, right? A balance. Oh, I hope I didn't miss anybody, but yeah, there's a community for sure. Yeah. Malay and Daniel and Janie have no conscience. Yeah, I can't disagree with that one. No, I definitely don't see it with Daniel and Janie. Unfortunately, we don't know too much about Malaya because she's behind the scenes. But yeah, I can't disagree with you there. Did everyone send your letters to Scott Armstrong? That Roots Strength made a template. Now, because I haven't been around, I'm not too sure about that. Roots, if you want to put any information in the chat here, please do so. And I can share it wherever I can share it, if it can be shared on Facebook or on our group here, the community. I'll share it wherever I can. And I think is he from Nova Scotia? I know Sean is. Sean is actually from Pictou County. Or actually, yeah, Sean is from Pictou County. I'm not sure where Scott's from. And thanks for bringing that up, Melissa. Jane UK. Hi, Jane. Thanks for being here. Just the facts, ma'am. Hi, thanks for being here. Hi, Nova. I'm late, but hope you're feeling better. It's getting there. It's getting there. I started out with that, kind of giving everybody an update on how all that's going. And I thanked everyone for, emails, posts in the community, Facebook, and a lot of it I did not get back to because I had to put the phone away and just ignore it. That's part of how I get better with this. Yeah, but I will be getting back to people who've been reaching out to me, about the case especially. So I just didn't get there yet. All the Christmas songs on the radio are making me so teary-eyed today. Aww. Let's put our media back on here. It's a little more upbeat. I'm going to switch that over in a minute too when we get into the stuff. Tim Houston. Oh, Tim Houston is from Pictou County. I was thinking, who's the other one from Pictou County? Tim Houston is from Pictou County, and Sean Fraser is from Pictou County. So, Pictou County is where Lily and Jack Sullivan went missing from. And that is who we are talking about today. Lily and Jack Sullivan, who went missing from Lansdowne Station, Garlick Road, Lansdowne Station, Pictou County, Nova Scotia. They were last seen on May 1st, as per the RCMP, and that's part of what we're going to touch on today because there's some confusion over that, and I can understand why. And we had went over this a long time ago. I know Ginger's not here. Well, I'm not at the bottom of the chat yet, but I do know Ginger remembers this because I remember when I did the live and touched on this to point this out before. But not everybody gets to see all the lives. So some people are still confused on that. I remember Ginger totally picking up what I was laying down as I was putting the information out there. And so we're going to touch on that again to see if we can clarify some of the confusion there. Yeah. Oh, I will send Tim Houston as well. Let's fill their inboxes. Yeah, I'm sure they won't mind. They shouldn't. Yeah. I feel your pain. Nova suffering with whiplash injury right now. Oh, that's a bad one. I had that too one time from the dog. right now with lots of nerve pain, down my arms. So I know exactly what you're going through. Yeah, it's so horrible. And you wake up through the night and it's just like your arm is gone. It's like it's not even there. It's terrible. Hate it. Hi, Ash. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you. True Crime Story Pod with Bree and Shar. That's what it is. Thank you. That is what it is. Mike Damon, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I've even shown a couple of his things on here. DD. Now, him, I don't really watch him. The only time I get to see him is like if Justin will play him, or somebody might play him. But I don't even think I'm subscribed to him. But I don't actually watch him. But I know a lot of people do. Aw, thanks, Ash. That's nice. Hello, spirits, sisters. Okay, let me try it again. Spirit Sisters by Lisa. Hi. We'll call you Lisa. Is that okay? Jolly Vision. Yes. Yep. Another good one. Yep. I don't watch Dolly too much anymore, but I have, definitely. Not me cup of tea, but that's all right. Everybody has their different programs they watch, that's for sure. But she does put out information about Lilly&Jack, and that's what's important. I'm praying, and hearing this is much, much bigger than 2 missing children and rugs. Well, definitely seems like something's going on. Something, I don't know. And I always like to say, everything here is allegedly speculating in our opinions. At the end of the day, we have no idea where the children are or what truly took place. We don't know. We hope that the people who need to know that do know and can figure this out, which is the RCMP and other enforcements helping them, right? Because it's not just the local RCMP here. And hopefully they will. Hopefully they will figure this out. But what we do know for sure is there's some very strange things that have gone on. For all of us here who have followed this from the beginning, we have definitely noticed some very odd behavior, questionable, things taking place. Definitely. So, which leads one to believe that there's something more going on here, for sure. And with all the searching that has taken place, it's just hard to truly believe that the kids would be in the woods. It really is. It is really hard to believe that storyline. That they could be in the woods with all that searching and with all that we know of what the woods, the forest looks like here because of the hurricane that we had. And to think that 2 kids could travel through that is just, very questionable. Also, you could send a letter to Premier Tim Houston as well. He is from Pictou County. Yep. Sorry, I'm driving. Talk to We got you, Seawood. We got your back. Yes, Tim Houston is from Pictou County. Indeed. I know right where his house is. He lives down by my ex-sister-in-law. Scott Armstrong is the Justice Minister for Nova Scotia. Yes, I'm driving, so I can't post the draft template. That's okay. When you're not driving and you're safe and sound in your house sitting in a chair, please feel free to do so. Or you can send it to me if you can't post it, or whatever the case may be, and I'll take care of it for you. But if you are allowed to post it in the community or on my Novah's Inquest Facebook, please do so. I didn't see it either because I'm behind on everything, right? Yeah. Roots Strength, where's the link to the letter? Well, we'll let Roots do that when she is safe and sound. Sean Fraser is the federal justice minister. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Charmaine has it on her community page. Okay. I can probably copy it from there. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Now I gotta try it. Okay. And Anise Langell. Thank you very much for becoming a member, Anise. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, I apologize. Thank you, Anise. Thank you very much. And while we're on to members there, thinking of members, I am going to start a new members specific type of live. So it is going to be geared towards people sharing their creepy stories. So, well, I'm trying to think of a name for it, and I come up with eerie, hair-raising, spine-chilling story time. Now, if anybody else has ideas, please share them, and we can pick out a name. But that's just one I just kind of come up with: eerie, hair-raising, spine-chilling story time. And because I want to do something kind of, fun, but also creepy. And so I thought that would be interesting. And we don't want the stories to be like really horrible stories, right? But just kind of on the verge of, it's creepy and hair-raising, but it's not like like a horrific, horrible story type thing. And that would be a type of, part of what we could do in a members live. Root Strength, thank you. Thank you, guys. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, Roots. Thank you. Thank you to all of you. Do 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 do. And I can't do the dance like I usually do because I don't want to sway back and forth, get myself in trouble. Thank you, guys. I usually come on and say thank you, so let me do that. Where am I here? Hi, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to Anise for becoming a member. And thank you to Mary. And thank you to Roots for your $5. And I always forget to read those messages, and I apologize. I get them mixed up with the stickers. And the stickers don't have a message. So I always have to remember to check and make sure, is it a message or is it a sticker? Nova Lisa. I think that's cute how you always do the Nova Lisa. Thanks for your coverage of Lily and Jack, and my pleasure. I think I did read that. And Root Strength says, thank you, Nova. Well, you're welcome. And I thank you all. I thank you all for being here and for caring about Lily and Jack. Hopefully this'll, all we can do is hope and pray for the best. I'm going to skip down a little bit, guys. Oh, yes, I remember that. Yes, BMX. I do remember that. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to skip down a little bit here. I sent it to your PM. Okay, thank you, Wolfie. I do see my PM blinking up there. Drippy Bo Bippy. Plunder, yes, that's another good one, guys. Yep. Really good. She has all the audio. Dispatch, yeah. Hey. Watching from TV, so being quiet, but here. Your Drippy's being quiet? What? Hi, Shenanigans. Hello. Thanks for being here. So you guys must be done of your guys' live. I got to start getting into mine here. Yeah. Nova, where do you find this to sign? Nova, where do I find this to sign for laws to change? I'm going to show you on my Facebook, and I'm also going to, that's part of what we're going to do in this live. That's the next part here. And I will post it in the community as well. There's 2 of them, for one under Lily and Jack and one under Darius. So we're going to take a look at those. That is, I think that's the first thing I have on the list to do after saying hi to everyone. I got to check my list I've written down. Yeah. And of course, you guys, you saw in the thumbnail, today is 7 months. 7 months that Lily and Jack have been missing. Yeah. Poor Roots. Yeah. Yeah. I know. But to each their own. We all have our... Yeah. Yeah, it's strange they didn't put that out, isn't it? Considering what their message said on May 3rd, and we're going to go over that. We're going to go over that because the message from May 2nd to May 3rd changed, and we're going to go over that. We went over this before a long time ago. Like I said, I know... oh my God, I know Ginger would remember. I remember because I remember her totally going, oh, okay, I see what's going on there. I didn't even have to say it before I said it, and I was just laying it out, and then she totally clued in, and she was like, I see what's going on there. Oh, yes. Yeah, we're supposed to get possibly up to 30, I believe, maybe more. So it has started. Did it? My blinds closed. Nova was very interesting, the video a couple of weeks now you put out and talked about what went on in Nova Scotia even even years ago and probably today. And I did see your message about that. Yeah. Oh, definitely still going on today. Definitely, without a doubt. And that stuff doesn't just go on here, but because it's smaller here, it's not a big city, it's, you know, it's more prevalent because it's a smaller, smaller in numbers, right? Smaller population. Just taking a peek here, guys. See if I can get to the bottom, and then we'll start getting into the material, but I don't want to miss saying hi to anybody. If I did miss anybody, I apologize. My apologies. Tina, hi. Thank you for being here. Acadian girl, thank you for coming back. Haven't seen you in a bit. Haven't seen everybody in a bit. Oh, you got lots of ghost stories. Yeah. Yeah. Any kind of ghost stories or just some weird encounter you've had with somebody. I've got a few of those. I know lots of women have some of those. Uh, probably every woman. Yeah. Oh, there's Ginger. Hi, Ginger. I'm waiting at the gym for my son to finish. Good stuff. Good stuff. Carrie, hi. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Nova Scotia needs to get that child's advocate's office up and running. Yep. Sure does. Mm-hmm. Yep. Code of silence. You got it. Yipper. Oh my goodness, I made it to the bottom. If I missed saying hi to anyone, my deepest apologies. It wasn't intentional. All right, so first things first, we're gonna go over to Facebook. I'm gonna take a peek at where I'm gonna show you guys both the petitions to help change some laws, hopefully, and each one is for I believe Darius is for the Amber Alert, because the last time I talked about them on here, because of my new brain, I think I got them mixed up and I said that wrong. But so let's go over to Facebook. I will share the screen. Why is that not? Okay, let's try that again. There. I don't know why it didn't come up first time. Weird. Okay. So So I am going to go over to the Facebook screen, guys, so I won't see you guys for a bit. So if there's anything that you want me to see, I know you guys are chatting, which is great. Chat with each other. And if there's anything specific you want to ask me, just wait until you know that I'm back over so that I can see it, because it's so difficult to go back and try to find stuff. So when I come back, I will see your messages. Okay. And this, we'll go over some other stuff too while we're here. You guys can see that. That is from Cheryl Wozniak. Yeah. I think I can make that bigger. Just a second. Make the screen bigger if I can. Yeah, you guys know Cheryl Wozniak, sorry, Wozniak, who comes into the chat. 7 months today and still no answers. Yeah. And she's followed the case closely. I thought there's Kevin Wesley Martin that I'm still gathering information on him. I actually put in, it's not called a FOIA here, but we'll call it a FOIA, to RCMP, which I'm hoping won't be a problem considering his case has been dead for so long. There it is, Belinda Gray, 9 hours ago. Let's take a look. Look at the angel. Light, beautiful. This angel from the vigil lights up every night for Lily and Jack, flying the ribbons of the first search. Oh, wow. Now marking 7 months since Lily and Jack, my grandchildren, have been missing. I have followed every YouTube channel. Aw, and she has too. And you guys know she comes in here and she comes into other chats. It's heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. It really is. Poor Belinda. I honest to God could not imagine. I just couldn't. I have followed YouTube channels and most Facebook groups for updates on what people are saying. Some believe it's Malaya. Some believe it's Daniel. And that, my God, that's got to be so confusing and so hard. Others believe it's First Nations. And some believe it's rugs and X with an S trafficking. I have been blamed, and my son has been blamed. The only thing I clearly see is everyone wants to know what happened, to my grandchildren. And for that, I am grateful. If you have a way to prove your theory, then I implore you to do so. Someone may be on the right path. I love my children and I love my grandchildren. They are a part of my children and a part of me. I gave Malaya space because I thought it was the right thing to do. She was posting about how happy they were, and that was enough to make me feel I made the right choice. I wanted nothing but to see them living their best life. I don't need anyone telling me how wrong I was for 7 months. I am reminded of that. The only comfort I take is I know Lily and Jack felt our love when we were allowed to give it. Yeah. And, those things happen. There's always situations of dynamics in families, and there always will be. And quite often, there's situations where that happens in families. It's not an uncommon thing. And it always comes back around, though. It always works itself out. And many times, the person in the position of being the grandparent, they do what Belinda did, before they move on to any other steps to take. And I believe it had been about a year and a half, maybe a little bit more, that had been taking place when Malay had separated herself from everybody, not just Belinda. And none of us can tell what's going to happen in the future. And I know that Belinda would have thought that, this will just, eventually work itself out, and I will be seeing the children again. But unfortunately, time did not permit that because of what has taken place. And, Belinda's about the only person I've seen take accountability for anything, and she's the only one that wasn't on the property that day. Or I shouldn't say she's the only one. Of course, there's others that weren't on the property, but she, out of the ones who's taking accountability, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad. And nobody should ever, hold anything over her head for that. Like I said, those are typical dynamics that happen in families. We've all heard those stories, right? Where a child and the parent goes through this period, and the children don't see the grandparent for a certain amount of time. That all gets worked out in the end. It's family dynamics. And on top of that, this was a whole different situation. What was going on here, because we know most likely from what we've learned, Malaya was keeping herself distant from the rest of the family, not just Belinda, due to what seems to be not a very good relationship. So yeah, sad. Very sad. Okay. I knew she had posted something. She posts something every day, and I wanted to see it. So now let's go over to my posts. If I can find those. Where are they at? No, that's not it. Because I want to, my feed would be in there, right? I guess. Oh my God, I'm so bad at this, guys. I want to show the petitions. Where do I go to find those? I posted them a bit ago. Oh, I'm so bad at Facebook. If I was on my, okay, there we go. There's Rob. The doll. Okay, so there is one petition there. Can you spare a minute to help Belinda Gray? So click on that. Treat missing person reports as crime scenes. So that is the one for Lily and under Lily and Jack's name. I already signed it, and it does. I think it asks you if you can spare a $3 donation. You don't have to do that. Yeah, and there's some people that signed it. So there's Ruth and Sunny and me. I'm trying to see if it says how many signatures there are. It says 565 verified. Oh, okay. So far, I thought it said needed. So far 565 signatures. So I'm going to post that in the community, and I will do it right after this video. And it's also for anybody that is on the Facebook group. It is on there as well. Okay, so that's that one. Oh, you guys didn't see that when it opened up because it opened up on another page. Just a second. No, that's not it. Where'd you go? Petition. There. I don't think you guys could see that when I was showing it because it opened up in a different page. So treat missing persons reports as crime scenes. And you see it has 565 signatures. And it explains it all here, the issue. And then you see some messages left down here, and you can see one from Ruth, Sunny, me. Yeah. So that's that one. And the other one is Darius's. I'll have to open that up in a different. And there's Darius's. Look at the signatures he has compared to Lilly&Jack's because his is in a more populated area. Yeah, we got to get that circulating more. Lilly&Jack's. Yeah, so Darius's law strengthen Canada's Amber Alert system. So those are both awesome. Should be signed, both of them. Yeah. I signed both, and that one asks again for that, like, I think a $7 donation, but you don't have to give any donation at all. It just asks if you can spare it type thing, almost like when you go on Wikipedia and it asks you that. You don't have to. Yeah. So that's where they are, and as I said, I will put them in the community as well. Okay. Very important. They should be signed. For sure. Okay, the other thing I want to show is, okay, so does everyone remember when actually, I think we'll do this one first because I already have it up. So we're going to go over, Ginger, you'll remember this now that I see that you're there. Novah and everyone, if we'll all put the link in our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it should give the 1,000 signatures needed to push them. Yes, everybody share that wherever you can. Wherever you can share it, definitely. I mean, there's no money required. Both of them are for an excellent cause. There's no reason not to, really. There's no reason not to. I think if people can't see or agree that by now something needs to change, then something needs to change in you and your thinking, because there's an issue. And it's only when people speak up that change happens. That's what you have to do. I have no Facebook. I'll find through for sure signing both. So so after this live, I'll put it in the community, which is on, like if you go on, click on Novah's Inquest, where you see the videos, you'll see the community, and you click that button, and it'll be posted there. So you'll have access to it there. Yeah. So let's go over this first. So I'm going to pull up update. That's not even the one. Just give me 1 second, guys. I clicked on the wrong video, so now I have to actually pull up the right one. Okay, there it is. Ooh, that's a hard one for you guys to see. I gotta make that bigger for you. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to go over to this screen and read this, and I'll point out exactly what it is I want you guys to pay attention to. Okay, so missing children helped the RCMP find Lily Sullivan and Jack Sullivan. Excuse me. So date, May 2nd, 2025. So this is the day that the children went missing, okay? May 2nd, 2025. From Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia. The search for missing children Lily and Jack Sullivan is ongoing in Pictou County. Since just after 10 a.m. this morning, May 2nd, a search has been underway for 2 children who are believed to have wandered from a home on Garlick Road in Lansdowne Station, Pictou County. There is a multi-agency response currently on the ground in Pictou County. It includes resources from ground search and rescue teams and around the province who are collaborating to ensure resources and teams are available on an ongoing basis. Other resources and teams include the Civil Air Search and Rescue Association, Department of Natural Resources, Air Services, and several RCMP units, including RCMP Police Dog Services, RCMP Remotely Piloted Aircraft Systems, drones, operators, and others. Additionally, the RCMP issued a vulnerable missing person alert for Pictou County. Now, this is May 2nd, okay? Police and other, and guys, there's a difference between the vulnerable missing persons alert and then the intrusive alert. Okay, so additionally, the RCMP issued a vulnerable missing person alert for Pictou County. Police and others involved in the search appreciate the ongoing community support across the province related to this missing person investigation. We ask, however, that the public avoid the search area to allow trained searchers to do their work, which we know that didn't happen. The child's family has been kept updated on the search efforts. And then anyone with information on the whereabouts of Lily and Jack Sullivan is asked to contact Pictou County District RCMP 902-485-4333. To remain anonymous, call Nova Scotia Crime Stoppers toll free at 1-800-222-TIPS, which is 8477. Or you can submit a secure web tip at www.crimestoppers.ns.ca or use the P3 Tips app. Okay, so here's the update. And that's why it says update up at the top. So in addition, then this is the update, but still on the same day, May 2nd. Pictou County District RCMP, excuse me, is asking for the public's assistance in locating 6-year-old Lily Sullivan and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan. They were last seen this morning, May 2nd. Okay, now, so see what they say there? This is on May 2nd. They were last seen this morning, May 2nd, on Garlick Road in Lansdowne Station, Pictou County. Okay? Lily Sullivan has shoulder-length light brown hair with bangs. Okay, so they were last seen May 2nd. Doesn't say that up here. Since just after 10 a.m. this morning, May 2nd, a search has been underway for 2 children who were believed to have wandered from the home on Garlic Road in Lansdowne Station, Pictou County. It does not say where they were last seen, but then later on, because remember there was so much confusion at first, and even the guy, you hear him over the radio saying, I'm gonna go to the house and get a better idea of what's going on here, like get more information, right? Speak to the family. So one can assume, because that was on May 2nd, that was it. This might be the update after that. So Pictou County District RCMP is asking for the public's assistance in locating 6-year-old Lily Sullivan and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan. They were last seen this morning on May 2nd. Garlic Road, Lansdowne Station, Pictou County. Okay? So now we're going to go over to the next day, May 3rd, okay? May 3rd. Ginger, you remember this, because you and I, we went over this before, and I remember you going, oh. You totally picked up what I was laying down. Okay. I hope you guys can see that okay. Oh, crappers. Might have to take a picture of that and send... Oh, no, I can make that bigger, too, I guess. Okay, I have it highlighted there so you can see the date. Okay, so on May 3rd is when they went from putting the vulnerable alert that was put out to then putting the intrusive alert out, which is the intrusive alert is when it's now being sent to your phone and everybody's being alerted, and not just Pictou County. And so now since May 2nd, right, which I just read to you, that information I just read to you was put out on May 2nd. You saw the date up top, May 2nd. It was put out by RCMP saying that the children were last seen on May 2nd on Garlic Road. Okay? So they go from that to then saying that on May 3rd, the following day, when they've had 24 hours to gather more information, because this intrusive alert was put out at almost 5:30. Okay, it was close to 5:30. It was like 5:26, 5:27, whatever it was. Okay, on May 3rd. So they've had over, compared to when that other message was put out, it's actually past 24 hours now. To get information from the family and try to figure out who to listen to information-wise, gather more information, and put more specific information out. And here's what it says on May 3rd. Missing vulnerable people, Lily and Jack Sullivan, Lansdowne Station, Nova Scotia. The Nova Scotia RCMP is asking for the public's assistance in locating 6-year-old Lily and 4-year-old Jack. They were last seen May 1st. Now, this is before they received the videotapes from Dollarama, okay? So, although that confirms, yes, that when that came out too, that also is confirmation on video that the kids were seen May 1st, in town. But this is before that came out. So from all of a sudden from May 2nd, where it says RCMP put out in their alert that the children were last seen May 2nd, right? Where they wandered away from their home. the following day, now they've changed that date to they were last seen May 1st on Garlock Road in Lansdowne Station, Pictou County. So is anybody picking up what I'm laying down? I know you are, Ginger, because we already went over this before. Daphne is. I knew you would. I knew it. Yeah. So, who are they going by, though? Because when I first went over when I first went over this before, my assumption was, well, they're only listening, and Ginger got it too. I remember Ginger saying they're not even paying attention to what Janie and Daniel are saying. The next day, like within 24 hours, they figured out, don't even listen to what Daniel and Janie are saying. Because Daniel said, oh, I seen Lily pop her head in the room a few times. And Janie says, yeah, I heard her out in the backyard. They're not even paying attention to that anymore. By May 3rd, they're like, yeah, whatever. We're not paying attention to that anymore. They were listening to it the day before, obviously, because they were saying that the children were last seen on Garlock Road. But the next day, they're done with that. Now they're saying May 1st. And the only person who was saying by this point, because they didn't get the videotapes yet from Dollarama, right? That was a couple of weeks later. The only person I knew of that was saying they saw the kids was Malaya put them to bed. Right? Malaya put them to bed. She's the one who put them to bed. And she said it, she told Belinda that. She says it in her she talks about it in the documents, police documents. Right. Malaya told Belinda she saw the children last when she put them to bed. Yeah. And she talks about it in the court documents too. So my assumption always was, and when we talked about this before, not just me, because there was other people that picked up on it too, when I brought that to people's attentions, it's got to be Malaya, because Malaya is the one who said that she put them to bed. So you got Malaya telling her story, you got Janie telling her story, I heard them out in the backyard, and you got Daniel saying, yeah, Lily popped in a few times, and now he's added to that she said, hey, Dad. Well, why are they not listening to Daniel and Janie? They're going by either what Malaya said, or like Daphne said, maybe somebody else. Right? Who? Right? I always took it as Malaya. They were paying attention to Malaya. Yes. Exactly, Ginger. And it was always these little things to me in my brain that made me think, like, and to add to that, guys, one of the things that always, and I've brought it up several times here, is if anybody has anything to say, I'm over in the chat now, okay? Just to let you know, I'm over here looking at chat now, okay? So if you have something you want to add to or ask me a question, go ahead. Yeah, the other thing is that, them asking Malaya on May 2nd, are you comfortable being here? Like, are you afraid, or are you scared, or whatever, however they worded it? Why? Why? Like, you just stop and think about that right now and put that in perspective. Your child went missing from your home. You have to call police to help you. I always say my grandson, because he's little right now. And I picture, okay, well, if he was here visiting and then he went missing and I had to call the cops to come, and, I'm giving them information about trying to get them to help me to find my grandson, and then they, in return, ask me, do you feel safe here? Like, come on, right? There's a reason why they asked her that. Obviously, there was something that they were picking up on. And I know that myself as a nurse because, as in certain positions you work in, you have to do that. There's times when you have to be the person to pick up on certain cues and then ask that person certain questions in case they do need assistance and there's a situation going on. Okay, I'm going to come over to the chat, check out and see what you guys are saying. But yeah, so anyone else find that odd? Right? Like, when you have two people giving their account of the story, and one person is supposedly the last person to hear the children, and the other person is supposedly the last person to see the children popping in and out of the room, and from your story that you've told them on the 2nd, which they're just getting there. They don't know you. They're going to take your information and try and go by that when they put the information out there. So yeah, it says May 2nd. And within 24 hours, they're just not even paying attention to that. Now they're paying attention, I would take it, as to Malaya, but they're definitely not paying attention to those two. Like, is that not odd? Does anybody find that odd? And that they would ask her on that same day within 24 hours, do you feel safe here? Novah, though she can't remember the time and the clothing, would match the dollar store video of them. It should match. No worries, Carrie. Ooh, taco. I'm having nachos. I was craving them, so my husband put them in the order for later. Sending love to Belinda and Chelsea, yes. I wish I could make it better. Yes, don't you, Sheila? I agree, and thanks for being here. I get a bean burrito. Oh, will you guys get out of here? Bean burrito. That make you gassy. Yes, in my opinion, mystery person witness fight or argument on a Thursday after video call with mom. Oh, there's a thought. Maybe it is. Maybe that's the person they can take seriously. Is Malaya's mother? Is it Malaya's mother they're talking about? Because there was the video chat on Thursday. Daphne never thought of that. Yeah. Yeah. Because Malaya's mother had a video call with them on Thursday, so maybe they're going by her and not going by Malaya, Janie, or Daniel. Maybe they have to go by Cindy, right? They're certainly not going by Daniel or Janie, and that told me something big time. Like, there's certain things that stick out, and I write them in my book, right? And that was one of them, big time. I was like, they're not even paying attention to what they're saying. Within 24 hours, they figured that out, right? Like, or they still would be saying May 2nd because of what Janie and Daniel were saying. And I mean, in my mind, always, in my opinion, I always felt, of course, right away, as soon as the police hit that property, that would be the narrative that, they'd be wanting the police to hear, and would have, I always thought, probably had, just something, there's something not right with that. Yeah. A fight after she talked to her mom. I hadn't heard that. Wow. A fight? Did I say fight? Oh, sorry. Part of what Daphne said. Yes, in my opinion, mystery person witnessed a fight or argument on Thursday after video call with mom. Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's saying in her opinion, right, that there could have been a fight. See where she says, in my opinion? Yeah. That there could have been a fight. I wonder if Daniel overheard video call with Mom. And then he started fighting with Malaya while she was on video call, and that escalated outside. Yep, I've speculated that as well. That always wondered, the video call, did she say something like, I'm, close to getting the hell out of here, or, like, I've had it here, I really do need to go this time, or something, or sent a text message or something. I mean, I truly believe he was definitely picking up the clues that she was soon going to be out of there. And plus the fact that now we're starting to hear some rumors about a possible her being tested for something, and that maybe she got a call back about that. And that, I mean, when you've passed something on to a person through certain means that you can't deny, because you're that person's only partner, so they themselves know it wasn't them, so it had to be from you. Now, at this point, that is a rumor. I don't have anything to verify that except stuff I'm being told. But if that is true, that's a hands down, she's leaving now. Like, you don't need to see any other signs or cues. Once she gets that call back that, yes, you're positive for bippity boppity boo, what's going to happen. So, yeah. My daughter made soup, with lentils and beans and chicken. That sounds good. He probably heard her tell her mom. Yep, that she's. You just said the same thing I said. Yep, exactly. Well, I guess you said it first, but I didn't see it till now. Darlene, I'm wondering if Malaya and her mom were conversing about her leaving Daniel, and that's when all heck broke loose. Like, all good speculations, right? At the end of the day, we have no idea, guys. This is all pure speculation because it's very... I don't even want to say it's very evident, but there's definitely certain things that don't look right. There's something not right here, right? Victim services and LEO, it's a mandated question. Do you feel safe here? I don't know if that's a mandated question. I would think if there was DV suspected, it would be a mandated question. But we're talking about parents, parents calling police to help locate your two missing children that supposedly wandered off. I don't know I don't think it's I'll have to do research on that. I cannot imagine that it would be mandated to ask people, do you feel safe here? I think they would if they suspected it's something other than kids just wandering off. Definitely. Then it would be a mandated question for sure. And that's what I'm getting at, that this wasn't just your but this wasn't just your typical missing children's call. There was something else going on that made them feel prompted to ask that question. I mean, I would look at them like they're nuts. I'd be like, are you nuts? My kids are missing. Why would you think I'm going anywhere? But there was something that they were picking up on that prompted them to see that this doesn't seem like a safe situation. And then they just totally wrote off anything Daniel or Janie were telling them as far as hearing or seeing the children, obviously, because that date was changed to May 1st by the next day. Yeah, Malaya's mom is a nurse, yeah. Oh, there's but a little suspicious that Cindy can't say that she saw Jack and Lily on that video call. She did say that she saw them, though. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying, Seawood. Because she did say she saw them in the police documents. She did, yeah. I still say the 6-bag of clothes could have been her packing to leave, not that they had done laundry. I don't know. You never know. Daphne's, I agree. I think that's right cute how you call her Daphne's. Also, I'm 100% that Cindy and Wade told police Malaya was trying to leave but was scared. Oh, yeah, definitely. I would say, yeah. Yeah, because he was pretty open about that. I mean, you would have to tell them about that U-Haul, and then she declined, and yeah. Mike, hi, Mike MX. Mike has a page too, guys. Oh, that's who I forgot to say when I was saying all the names of who worked on. I knew there, and I know you guys were saying other names. Oh, so and so and so and so, but it was Mike. I knew there was somebody that I forgot. That was because I watch Mike's videos all the time, and I played them here a couple of weeks ago. On my last live, I played a couple. Yeah. Thanks for being here, Mike. I don't believe they went to Patty's on Wednesday. Interesting thought. Huh. I wonder. But the information from the vehicle now, the phone would say that they were there because that would show it. Like the police would be able to tell if they were there or not. Bookie Cookie Butterfly. Brookie Cookie. Hi, Brookie Cookie. Thanks for being here. I hadn't heard about a fight after the video call either. How far did it escalate? She said, guys, when someone says, in my opinion, they're just sharing their thoughts. Daphne's not putting that out there as a fact that there was a fight. She's speculating that, well, maybe this is what happened. Just sharing her thoughts like the rest of all of us are. And she did say IMO when she stated that. Yeah. Yeah, Mike is awesome. Hi, Christina. How soon do you get test results for an STD? Oh gosh, I don't know. You'd have to look that up on the internet because they'd all be different, I imagine. Did MBM find out and tell her mom? I don't think, because I don't think she had the results back then. Oh, well, maybe I don't think she got the results prior to the kids going missing. I have a feeling it might have been after the kids went missing that she got those results back. If that rumor is true. I'm not putting that out there as a fact. I have no idea. I'm just, and we usually try to stay away from rumor on this channel. But I've heard it so many times now. I've been told it. I've been given that information so many times now. Not by anybody that works in the healthcare field, like no breach or nothing, but just other people. That it's becoming apparent to me that it may be possibly fact. So, just total speculation if that was true. Well, that certainly wouldn't, that certainly could help contribute to her leaving. And then, lots of factors like that. And the police asking her, do you feel safe here? And then her mother having a talk with her, her sister having a talk with her. I always said it seemed to me like the light went off in Malaya's head finally, right? And she broke and she got to that ambulance and then she got out of there. Novah, Cindy never said she saw the children in the video chat. Yes, she did. Yep. Yep. If you read the documents, it's in the documents. Yep. I can bring it up in the next, well, I think Charmaine, my next live, Charmaine and I might be doing one together possibly, but in my next live alone, we can bring that back up. Now, maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it stated in the documents. Malaya thought Daniel was outside, in my opinion. Yep. Hey, Mike, you gave me some inspiration on doing a short with just the beauty of Nova Scotia in the background. Yeah. Yeah, I love how he does that in his videos. And gosh, this is Shenanigans, who I had mentioned earlier. I don't know if you were here yet, Shenanigans. Might have been before you come in. I had talked about your channel and stuff. Yeah, and great channel. Awesome channel. Tea Time with Shenanigans. You don't think she's forgetful? Selective memory. Possible. In my opinion, Daniel was obsessed and probably spied on her. Oh, yeah. Spied on her using the phone. You got that right. And everything else. Just like how he's sleeping in the morning but knows everything going on. Yes. Right down to that. There's no way you're sleeping and know every single thing going on. That makes sense, Daphne, since he was supposed to be helping Janie with the fence. Yes. Yeah. Clap, 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 clap. You've heard that too? Yeah. Yeah. Now, don't know if it's true, but yeah. Wink, wink, clap, clap. Maybe that is where the silent sliding door story comes in. She didn't hear them. She didn't hear him come in, and he overheard her making plans. Yeah, possibly. Oh my God. Now you want ice cream. Oh dear, oh dear. The document didn't read she saw the kids though. Are you sure? Are you sure? Novah, in my opinion, was that person Justin? Has anyone seen him around lately? You mean his brother Justin? Don't know. One odds I wonder that as well. That's crossed my mind as well. Yep. Yep. I've wondered that. I know, Darlene. Yeah, I need... There's still some stuff I have to learn here. One is how to slow the chat down. Mary, it was meant a long time Thursday night. I think we're going to move on to the next. Novah, do you think that details of Lily and Jack's case will come out in the custody hearings since they are included. I can't see how it couldn't. Like, I mean, how couldn't it? Like, how could it not? Like, that would just be the strangest custody hearing. If I was the judge, I'd have to say, like, this whole thing is going to stop until this is figured out with the missing children, because how could you, like, man, what a position to be in. And I haven't heard any more about that, so that maybe it is on pause for now. I don't know, but I just couldn't imagine being that judge and even trying to make a decision on what to do with this baby when the other 2 children are missing. Yeah, I don't know. Susie, hi. Thanks for being here. There's another channel, guys, but First Coffee with Susie Oberholtz. Good channel. She is quite comedic. Yeah. Nova, it's under your community moderation settings to slow down chat. Yeah, I don't know if that's what I'm on right now, though. Community moderations. I think I have to go right into something else that I don't have up. Oh, I know what I gotta start doing. I have to start pulling up that page when I come on. Okay, now I understand. Okay, I'm so friggin' slow. I'm telling you, slow in the head sometimes. All right, let's move on, because I know Charmaine's going to be coming on to do a live too here soon. Let's move on to the lost news clip. And that is the one, remember, Mary, that and others, we thought we were losing our minds because we heard the news clip of Cheryl saying about the doll, that it wasn't just written. And for me, it's so important to actually show the person saying it themselves, because when somebody's writing a news article, they could always make a mistake and accidentally put that in there, even though it has quotes. It's always nice to actually see the clip of the person saying it. And I found it. Now I have to go into my history here to find it. But I couldn't find the other one, Mary. On CBC, of them saying about the blanket, forensic evidence of the blanket. I could not find that. So I just have to go in my history here and look for that, which shouldn't take too long because I know exactly what the front of it looks like. And the funny thing is, I looked and looked and looked for this, and I could not find this. And then one day, I was looking for something totally different. Nothing to do with, excuse me, nothing to do with this clip. And I seen this come up, and I was like, oh my gosh, is that the news clip with Cheryl talking about the doll? And sure enough, it was. I wasn't even looking for it. I was looking for something else. But when I was actually looking for this clip, I could not find it. All right. So let's listen to this. And while this is playing, I'm going to run downstairs and heat up my coffee, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, this should be done by the time I get back.
Of the missing Sullivan siblings. With winter settling in, the hope of finding clues of their whereabouts is growing more desperate. CTV's Hafsa Arif now on what they found.
By early morning Saturday, teams were already moving from the Lansdowne Station Community Center, heading straight into the steep, water-soaked woods where Jack and Lily may have wandered.
The path has been very rough. The waters are high, the water's cold. We've had a lot of people slip, fall into the water. A lot of people are wet.
The search organization Please Bring Me Home brought in volunteers from Nova Scotia and Ontario, some with experience in long-term missing persons cases.
Various members of Jack and Lily's family reached out over the course of the last 6 months to us to get involved. The anxiety that is within them right now that we're coming into winter, and we felt that we could probably offer something.
The search team looked for any sign of the children.
We're basically looking for Lily's backpack. We're looking for boots. We're looking for clothing. We're looking for anything that they may have had with them. Lily's doll.
While they didn't find those, the search turned up a number of other items, including a child's t-shirt, blanket, and a tricycle. According to RCMP, none of it is relevant to their investigation. For friends of Jack and Lily's family, all of it has been emotional and overwhelming. Many have never taken part in a search until now.
It's definitely very eye-opening to see how difficult it is going through the land. Opens your eyes as to how it is very easy for something that could potentially be missed, because it is like a giant puzzle out there.
Family members walk the riverbanks too, stepping over downed trees, navigating steep slopes, and moving slowly through the cold November water.
There's two people that walk closer along the riverbeds, and then there's people stationed out along farther up through, so we're covering a wide area as we walk forward.
About 30 volunteers spent hours pushing through the cold on Saturday, hoping to find even a single item that could point to where the children may have gone. The group says they'll keep coming back as long as there are places left to check. Todd?
It sounds like there are many. Hafsa are starting us off in the news center on this Monday. Thank you. An early morning crash in Dartmouth.
There you go. See, y'all, we weren't crazy. I gotta tell you, because I have memory issues, and sometimes I get my dreams mixed up with reality. I know that's horrible to admit that. And I thought, oh, okay, that was one of those really vivid dreams that I had, and I thought it was real life. So when I finally found that video, accidentally, exactly, Al, Murphy's Law, yep. I was like, oh my God, thank God I'm not crazy. Well, I am a little bit crazy, but hi, Violet. No big deal. Thanks for being here. I'm so thankful you're here. I'll watch from the beginning after we're done. Sure. Thank you for being here. So you guys saw that. Yeah. It's sad that none of Daniel's family and neighbors joined the search. Well, they kind of did, Ginger. They kind of did, but not in the right way at all. Hi, Lori Green. Thanks for being here. What family member contacted Please Bring Me Home 6 months ago? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember what Belinda said. My memory. If anybody can remember in chat. Because I know Belinda has told us how that went. And my memory right now is not... Was it Ginger? That's what I thought. And then, so it was Belinda, and then Please Bring Me Home then reached out to Malaya as well. And then Malaya became involved also after they reached out to her. But it was Belinda originally, was the original person who reached out to them. That's what I thought. Yes, Seawood. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. And Darlene. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I just wanted to play that, guys, because we did discuss it. And again, if you try to find that clip, like even on CTV News, and I'm subscribed, you still can't find it, as far as searching in that way. But when I found that accidentally, and I kept playing it, I'd go back and play it to keep it in my history, so that by the time I came back on a live, it would just be right there in my history and I wouldn't lose it. Okay, so the other two, so RCMP alert. The last thing I wanted to go over is the Google Maps trip. And basically that is to show where the blood clinic is, because this is another thing. Just like the information with RCMP, they're changing from the day the children went missing to the next day, from saying last seen May 2nd, Garlic Road, to in 24 hours, that changed to last seen on May 1st, once they gathered more information. And so I kind of wanted, because I had, last night, I started listening to some videos again. So I had listened to Charmaine, Daphne, and Shenanigans. And so while I was listening to Charmaine, I couldn't see it, because when you start watching a video late and you're behind, it ends and then the screen turns black, but I still hear it. So I don't know what Charmaine was looking at, but I could hear her say, "Oh, they're saying last seen on May 2nd on Garlic Road." So they did listen to Daniel and Malaya, I think is what she said. And I was like, oh, no, they didn't. They changed that within the next day. They changed that. They definitely weren't listening to Daniel or Janie. They may have listened to Malaya, if that's who they're, they're not saying who said, but, what they're going by when they say last seen May 1st. But I assumed it was Malaya, being that she said she put them to bed. But by May 3rd, they definitely weren't listening to what Daniel or Janie were stating to them. And I just wanted to keep that straight. And the other thing that people are confused on, because unless you live here and know how, unless you know how it goes, as far as where your blood is taken, where the doctor's clinics are, yeah, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, true, yeah. It was Belinda contacted first. I have the transcript of Nick's video. Yes, yeah. And then they reached out to Malaya and she became involved. Yeah. So the other thing is, I heard Shenanigans last night, and then today they were discussing it as well, is regarding a little confusion over where the blood is drawn. So, being that I'm from Pictou County, I will show you. Bring it up here. And then after this, we'll head out, because Charmaine will be doing her live soon. Okay, bring this up on screen for you guys to see. I want road view. Oh, everything is so much easier when you're on the phone. How do I get road view on here? Saved recents. Mm-hmm. There it is. There we go. That's not. No. We're going for a little drive, folks. It didn't take me right to where I want it to go. All right, so we're heading to where you go to get your blood taken. This is East River Road here, okay? This is what I would call the hub of Pictou County, not Nova Scotia, because the hub of Nova Scotia is Truro. But this is pretty much where everything is in Pictou County, okay? So this is the busy spot. So this is where the major hospital is. McDonald's, all your restaurants, Shoppers. There you see Shoppers there. Hope you guys can see it. Yeah, you're seeing what I'm seeing. I hate when I find out I'm talking to myself. Okay, so right here you see the hospital. Now, that's where you used to go to get your blood taken. However, to have your blood taken, I should say. However, they wanted to make room in there. So to, accommodate other things, more hospital beds, so on, whatever the case may be. And yeah, dangerous driver, yeah. Yeah, that was the scenic route. That was actually pretty close to my house. That's why it started me back there. I don't live on the highway where it started us, but I live very near there. That's why everything's just a jaunt away for us. We just drive down the road a bit. We're right on the highway, and everything's a hop, skip, and a jump. Your son was born in the Aberdeen, eh? Both mine were. Yeah. Yeah, so you see the Aberdeen Hospital there. Yeah, so they wanted to make room there. So what they did was, so here's New Glasgow Lawtons. That's the big one. That's what we would call the big Lawtons here, over to your right there. And up above that, it's all doctors' offices. But no blood is drawn there. And that's not the one that Malaya and Daniel went to anyways. When Malaya had shown her Google Maps Drive thing, where it had shown where they went that day, it actually had shown Westville Clinic on that. But Sunny had her It's a Criming Shame water splash over that. But because I'm from here, I was able to make out enough letters to know that it was saying Westville Clinic, which is the same as this, Lawton's Clinic with doctor's offices, but it's a smaller one that they have in Westville. But it's the same. They don't draw blood there. It's a drugstore with a pharmacy, and this one has a lot more than the one in Westville because it's bigger. There's groceries and stuff in there. And the one in Westville where they went to has the doctor's offices, but they do not draw blood at those doctor's offices. And like that's 100%. That's 100% on that. I'm a nurse and I'm from Pictou County, and I know where the blood is drawn. So when they decided they wanted to make room here at the Aberdeen, what they did was they now rent space across the street. Yeah, so you see there's your McDonald's, your Tim Hortons, that's a nursing home there. That's that pizza place. I can't think of the Pizza Delight. Like, this is where all your restaurants and stuff are, this part of town and another part of town. But pretty much all in New Glasgow. Pictou, the town of Pictou itself does have some restaurants as well. So what they did was, over here where the mall and stuff is, I don't think I can go right in there, can I? Be so nice if I could. Oh, I can. So you see this space now? Like, over here is all shopping. That's your mall, your grocery store. Giant tiger. Oh my god, is that picture that old that it still says Zellers there? Are you kidding me? Oh. This is old. So they now rent this space, the hospital, right here. And this is where you go to have your blood work taken now. Right along in this door. Right here. Oh, right here, actually. Yeah, where you see the cars parked there. That's where the blood clinic is now. And so anyone needing to get blood taken, that is where they go. Now, what is here now that you don't see in this picture across the way is a Starbucks over here in this parking lot, right in the parking lot. Like, that's actually a Starbucks now. And it did show on that day that they went to a Starbucks, but it didn't show a blood clinic. So I thought, okay, because sometimes something will show up as something else, and perhaps that because they were in this parking lot, it showed up as Starbucks and not the blood clinic, because they're right across from each other in the same part, like in the same space, really. Or that they went there after she had blood taken or prior to or something. But yeah, this would be the area they were in for blood work. Okay. And like I said, Starbucks is over here now. So I just wanted to give everybody that sometimes when you see something, it helps to understand it. Now we will go to Westville Clinic. Westville Lawtons. Now, how'd I do that last time? I clicked on the picture. Okay. Oh my goodness. No. Yeah, well, this is the street they would have driven down going into Westville now from the other side. Now we're on the other side of town. So we were on the east side of town. Now we're going from the west side of New Glasgow, driving down this road into Westville. And this is the drive they would have taken coming into Westville, because they had gone to the dollar store after they were over on East River Road, where I showed you where the blood clinic is and the Starbucks and all that. Then they came over to this side of town. There's the police, to go to Dollarama, right, where the kids were seen on camera. Then they left the Dollarama, and now they're driving down this street, okay, Westville Road, and they're heading towards the town of Westville. Now they're in Westville. There was the police again. Must be something going on that day. This town is so beautiful. They have all these big old historic homes. That one was turned into a funeral home. But look at the beautiful historic homes. They're just gorgeous. Love them. My son and daughter bought some antique furniture that was being sold in one of these historic homes. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. And it's solid, beautiful antique furniture. So you'll see how close the Lawtons in Westville and Acropole is. I don't want to skip by. And this is a quaint little town. Nice. Okay, so Acropole Pizza's coming up here. Okay, so here it is here. See Acropole Pizza? That is the restaurant that they stopped at, that you see there. You guys see that? Yeah. That is Acropole Pizza. So that is the restaurant they stopped at. And the drugstore is down here. That they would have bought the cream and stuff at. There you go. Sorry, guys. I hope I wasn't froze for too long. Did you guys see did you see the pizza place that I had shown, or was I frozen? The pizza place. And then I went down to Lawton's to show you the Lawton's they would have been at. I think it said they went to Lawton's first and then to the pizza place, which would make sense because you're waiting for whatever you ordered there. And probably go to the drugstore and then go back to pick up your stuff. I know that's what my husband and I usually do because there's a little shopping center, a little mini grocery store here in Westville as well, and sometimes we'll order our stuff, run down there, grab whatever it is we need picked up, and then go grab our food and go home. So anyways, that gives you a visual. So I just wanted to give you guys the visual on that. And again, they do not do blood work at this medical clinic. It's the same as the other one in New Glasgow. They just do doctor's appointments and prescriptions, and like it's a drugstore / doctor's offices. Yeah. So that is that, guys. That's everything I had on the list for today. Yeah. And what time is it? We're over 2 hours. And yeah, I was thinking they still have no, that is a giant tiger now. I don't know. I probably have to update this Google Maps on this computer, I guess. If I was to pull that up on my phone, I know that wouldn't come up and show Zellers. I have no idea why that's doing that on this computer. That's crazy. That's some old stuff on there. But the main stuff I wanted to show you guys was there anyways, to give you the visual of what that would have looked like that day for them, where they would have been, where she would have been to get the blood work, where the Starbucks is that showed up on the maps. And doesn't 100% necessarily mean they were at Starbucks. It might have just been what pinged on the phone because they were over at the blood clinic. Don't know. I don't know. Because it doesn't show the blood clinic on her phone is the weird thing. Like, she was open and told Sonny, I went and got blood work done that day, which because I'm here, I know where you go to get that done. Believe me, I've had a lot of it done due to my illness and still have to go periodically to get it done. But it was weird because when I looked at what she had given Sonny, the Google Travels, I think it's called Google Travels, it didn't show that on there. And then I thought, well, I guess for privacy, maybe they don't show that on there. I don't know why it didn't show up, but I did notice that Starbucks was on there. And I thought, okay, well, maybe that's because the phone picked up the Starbucks in that parking lot, right? Is the only thing I could think of, because it didn't say, Aberdeen Blood Clinic or whatever the heck the name of it is. I can't even remember the exact name that they call it, but yeah. So, guys, I am going to say goodbye. It's been over 2 hours. I thank you all for being here. It was lovely being able to come back on and do a live again and see you all. I know Charmaine said she's going live, so she might be live now or will be soon. I'm going to check her out after I have something to eat. And there we go. Hi, everyone. I'll come on to say goodbye to you. And thank you again today for Mary's $5. Nova, Lisa, thanks for your coverage of Lily and Jack. You're welcome. And Anise becoming a new member, and Root Strength, $5 as well. And thank you for supporting the channel, you guys. Thanks to every... my lips are dry today. I got the heat going because it's cold. Thank you to everyone for supporting the channel, whether that is a membership, whether you subscribe, whether you share, or you're just a viewer. There's nothing more asked of you than what you want to do. So, but I do thank you to those who support the channel with stickers, your monetary comments, your memberships. Thank you. And I also do have, in Canada, it's different than the US. The how you can do the buy me a coffee or whatever they call that. We're not allowed to have certain accounts. But what you can do is set up a PayPal account and you just have it as a donate. Well, it's the same idea as buy me a coffee, except you just click the PayPal thing and choose donate or whatever. I have that on the channel now, and that's what that is. And again, it's not expected. Everything is appreciated, but not expected ever. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending 2 hours with me. Greatly appreciate it. I'm not sure when I'll be back on. I have to watch and make sure I don't go into a crisis again, pain-wise, and continue to work on getting this to decrease more. But I do know Charmaine and I'll be on. Possibly tomorrow, maybe, or some other day this week. We'll see. But we will be, okay? Aww. Don't ever be sorry for that. That's numero uno. That is numero uno right there. Nothing more important than that, Al. So take care, everyone. We'll put Lily and Jack up. We'll put their picture. Actually, I'll put the picture up that I had there that it's gone now because my computer shut down. Hate when that happens too. Hate when that happens. Nope, wrong one. Wrong picture. Yeah, we'll put Lily and Jack up. Oh my goodness, I picked the wrong picture again. Getting tired. Oh dear. Try. Third time's the charm. I give up. There it is. There's those precious babies. And we'll put the music on for them. Lots of love, everyone. Lots of positive vibes. Thanks for being here and take care. Okay?